What's up, TTFF people? Welcome back to the Tucson Family Food Project. My name is Steven Cota-Robles. You know, when I was a kid, one of the things I would cook for myself all the time was ramen. It was cheap, we always seemed to have some, and it was really easy to make. But as I got older, I started learning about what was actually in the ramen that I had been eating for so long. And honestly, it's not pretty. One little packet of ramen seasoning can have as much as 88% of an adult's daily recommended sodium. Plus they have chemicals in them like monosodium glutamate, or MSG, which has been linked to obesity, headaches, and concentration problems. So today, we're gonna ditch this little packet and I'm gonna show you how to make a much healthier and better tasting version of one of the most popular dishes in the country. So get ready, because today we're making our very own TTFFP Ramen. In your meal kit this week, you have 2 packs of ramen, 5.4 ounces of mushrooms, 5.4 ounces of carrots, 5 ounces of bean sprouts, 1 ounce of green onions, a 1/4 ounce of seaweed, our spice blend that has 2 teaspoons of ginger, 2 teaspoons of garlic, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon, 3 tablespoons of avocado oil, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 1/2 tablespoon of sesame seeds. And all you're gonna need to make this week's recipe is a large pot to boil the noodles in, a frying pan, a wooden spoon, and a fork. So the first thing we're gonna do after we toss out our seasoning packets is boil our ramen noodles. And normally we would salt the water anytime we boil pasta, but with this recipe you actually don't have to. We're gonna get enough flavor from our seasonings and the soy sauce that we're gonna put in here. And these are only gonna go in here for about 2 minutes. It's been about 2 minutes and our noodles are all separated and tender, and all we have to do is turn off the burner and we're gonna leave them right in here until we're ready to use them. We're gonna heat our 3 tablespoons of avocado oil over medium-high heat until the oil gets nice and hot. Now that our oil is nice and hot, we're gonna add in our mushrooms, and we're gonna cook these in here pretty quickly, just for like 2 to 3 minutes, and we're gonna stir the whole time. We're gonna make sure all the mushrooms get nice and coated with our avocado oil. All right, now that our mushrooms have been going for a few minutes, we're gonna go ahead and add in our carrots, as well as our sesame oil. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're only gonna cook this for a couple of minutes, but we're gonna stir it the whole time. And again, if you've been practicing your little pan flips, this is a great opportunity to do it. Everything should be sliding around in the pan nice and easy. And it's a good way to stir fry something. Now that our carrots have been in there for a couple of minutes, we're gonna add in our bean sprouts. And we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna keep frying this up and stirring it. But we're only gonna do the bean sprouts for about a minute. All right, now that our bean sprouts have been in there for about a minute, we're gonna go ahead and turn off the heat entirely. Now all we're gonna do is transfer our noodles from our pot into our veggies. With that in there, we're gonna go ahead and add in our soy sauce, as well as our spice mixture. And then we're gonna stir this all around until everything is entirely coated in the soy sauce and the spice mixture. Now, it's up to you how much broth you want in your ramen. I personally like a little bit less, so I'm gonna take a little bit out using our big heat-safe container. Now, all we're gonna do is very carefully put our noodles and veggies back into the water that is gonna become our broth. Now all we're gonna do is finish it with our green onions, and you can use as little or as much of these as you want. I'm gonna use all of them. I think they're really good. And then we're gonna add in our seaweed. And if you've never had seaweed before, it is so good. Give it just a chance. I promise you will like it. And then we're just gonna mix this all up. So there is our TTFFP Ramen. Now I wanted to show you this because it really is one of the most useful recipes to know. You can literally substitute just about any veggies you have in the house, and you can even throw in a hard-boiled egg or some meat if you really want to kick it up a notch. Also, thank you all for being so understanding about us missing a little bit of time. I'm happy to report that our van, which we affectionately call Poncho, is all fixed and running better than ever. I hope you all are having or have had an amazing spring break, and I'll see you right back here next time with another delicious recipe. So until then, peace.